Well guys, you can probably tell by now I am not out the bush. I haven't made it out this week, too much on my plate. So instead, over the past few weeks, I've been gathering bits and pieces to make a trommel. So yeah, it's going to be like 25mm square tubing. It's going to have about a 400mm barrel by about 1300 long. So basically over the weekend, I've got a little bit of spare time. I've done a bit of a set out. So something like this, I suppose you should somewhat plan it out before you dive in, because there's a few bucks involved and I really cannot be bothered welding something up and having to cut it off and start again. So I've done a bit of a set out, tried to plot it out, see how we go. But yeah, little point of difference of this one, it's actually going to be electric. It is not going to be petrol powered. Nothing to do with that sort of stuff. But yeah, I figured I've got a Jackery. It's a 2000 plus, it's got a lot of power. So I'm sure it could run a 1 horsepower motor for quite some time. Now, the motor, I went with 1 horse, it's probably way too much. I don't know. I've got a bug trying to get me. Look, it's probably too much, but I was going to do speed controller, and I thought that just alters your torque and you'll lose power and it could just start slipping. So in the end, I've actually opted for pulleys. So it's going to have a couple of different pulleys just to slow the thing down. Ultimately, you want it spinning about 20-25 RPM. So once every 3-4 seconds you want the thing to go around. You don't want it hammering. You want to give it enough time so you can wash your rocks. But anyway, I'll give you a bit of a look at what I've got so far. Yeah, so let's start. So basically here it is. Well, it's on MDF. So it's not really too far advanced, but we do have a bit of a set out of what I'm trying to do. So basically up the top there, big round circle where the bolt is, that's the drum. Running a couple of casters at each end, sort of keep it central. That's one of the pulleys, which is going to sort of alter the speed of the thing. So as you can see there, I'm going to have the big one. The drum will be running off that little twin V pulley. So I'll run 2 belts around that. The motor is a 1400 RPM motor. It's got that little, I think it's about a 40mm pulley up to a 180 there. So that should cut the revs down. My calculations are right. Hopefully we've got the right speed. Otherwise, yeah, back to the shops to buy a whole nother set of pulleys. So there's me 1 horse motor. So hopefully it will run it well enough. I believe it will, as long as it doesn't draw too many amps and kill the old Jackery. But yeah, look, probably slight overkill. Well, major overkill. But hey, it'll do the job. It definitely won't run out of power, I don't believe. So yeah, point of difference. At least it'll be quiet and I can sort of stick my pump down the creek or dam or whatever a little bit further away and should be a little bit quieter. How am I going to get it around? Well, I'm not making it too big that I can get it in the back of my trailer. I'll have it on these couple of casters, these wheels. I'll be able to wheel it around. I don't want to make it so heavy that it's not portable, because that would be a pain, because I do want to get down into creeks. I am going to make it so it does all come apart. So make it a bit more universal if I want to sort of shimmy down the side of a creek bank. Righto, so well, I've taken off all my bits and pieces off my set out. So as you can see, this would be the pulley for the electric motor. This is all the pulleys, that big one off electric motor, down to the small one, up around the drum. Yeah, these guys, the 2 guide wheels, and that's our drum. So I'll actually stand this up and we'll get a bit of a visual of what it actually looks like. Well, height-wise, I guess. We have it. So this basically stands 1100mm high. So the drum's going to be pretty top heavy, but yeah, hopefully putting the motor nice and low will help make it not tip over. But I might actually expand the wheelbase a little. So that little circle right down the bottom, that's the pulley of the motor. So the motor is actually set quite low. So hopefully, because it weighs a bit, it might just fix its unbalanced gravity up a little. Now, because the unit itself is going to be about 1200 wide, I am going to make the hopper actually on hinges. So if you want to unclip it, swivel it out of the way if you actually want to look in the back of the trommel, or pick it up off, take it off for transport, just to make it a little bit more user friendly, because I think the hopper, I've got to make it out of fairly thick steel, so when I throw some big rocks in, it's just not going to dent and look ordinary very quickly. So yeah, I'll make that so it's detachable. But yeah, I'll show you the drum that we're going to use. It's actually a whole hot water service. It's one I did have on the house, and about midnight one night it decided to literally explode. So when you see this split, you'll see what I mean. So there is the hot water service. So yeah, I'm able to use the most of it. Top bit's pretty good, so I'll leave that little round part on it. That can stop the gravels from rolling out the top. But yeah, check that out for a split. That is a decent split. So if I put my hand beside it, so luckily we actually noticed the water leaking straight away, so I was able to turn the water off because yeah, I guess she rusted a bit, a little bit too much pressure, and away it went. So yeah guys, that is our drum. So yeah, I've just got to sort some mesh for that. So yes, the mesh that I'm going to use. I've had a little bit of a think. I could use some perforated sheet metal with like 10 to 12 mil holes. Also, probably what I would really like, which I haven't got my hands on, I don't know really where to get some, is actually some woven stainless steel wire mesh that's probably got a 10 mil by 10 mil square. That would be ultimately the go. Never going to rust, won't get affected by the rocks bouncing off of it. So yeah, I might have to try and hunt myself down some of that. So yeah, one thing I haven't got yet is the mesh. But other than that, I've pretty much got most of this stuff to get this thing started. So hopefully not too soon, I'll start making a complete video. I'll probably make one of the build as I go through week by week, but then at the end I might then condense the video down to like a 20-minute build from start to finish, to hopefully when we're actually out in the field testing this thing out. But anyway guys, I've not even had my gold fix this week, so which is no good. I don't like that at all. So what I might do, I've actually got some gravel here, because who hasn't got a little bit of gravel laying around? So I might actually pan some in some really manky looking water over there. See if I can get my little gold fix for the week, and if I can get a couple of specks I'll be happy. Yeah, all is good in the world. Rightio, hopefully gold fix time. So there's my gravel. Yes, it's that nice milky, turns your backyard into soup looking stuff. But yeah, it does have gold. This isn't actually out of one of the better places I've got this gravel from. It's another test area that I was playing around with. So hopefully we might be able to sneak a little bit of gold out of it. As you can see, this water is quite ordinary looking. I would actually like to run a trail of this stuff through the trommel once I get it going. I know Andy would too, wouldn't you, Andy? Yeah, it's this stuff, sort of nice, full of quartz. Yeah, it breaks down beautifully. It's not too sort of that real sticky clay. Not the biggest fan of these pans, I haven't got the biggest riffles. So basically when I go to take some of the material out, I don't generally like touching the back. If you don't touch the back, gold can't come out. Alrighty, I'm going to put some clean water in that and see if we got ourselves some gold. Alrighty, the reveal. I put clean water in. Yeah, I guess the old rocks are still a little bit grubby, but anyway, it's clean enough. We will get a fair idea. Hopefully. Need our gold fix for the week. Ooh, there's a couple of bits. Yeah, a few of you have probably seen this dirt run quite a number of times. It's actually the stuff I used for my old mate pay dirt bags. So, naturally gold bearing dirt. Or gravel. Here's a couple of bits. Oh, that's alright. It's good stuff. Great easy to run. Well, there we go. Look at that. A couple of nice-ish. I wouldn't even call them stickers. But yeah, what's that? 5 fly poops and a couple of little mini dots. Not too bad. Look, it's a gold. It's gold. It's gold fix. So good times. So there we have it. Gold fix. All good. I wouldn't mind. I would like a little more, but anyway, what you got? I've got a little bit more gravel. I could have a bit more pan later. But yeah, hopefully I'll be back out this coming weekend. And after watching the two brothers do the little 6 bucket challenge out of the creek, I feel like going to wash some rock. So, don't know. Might head out this weekend, find me little creek somewhere. Take, I don't know, maybe 10 or a dozen buckets or something. See when the back gives out. Find myself a nice little dam in the bush, because I can tell you there won't be any water in the creeks around here. Find myself a dam, run me gravel, see how I go. Anyway, I haven't run the high banker since, I reckon it was about Boxing Day last year. So it's nearly been 12 months since the old gold thingy has come out. So might be time for a crack with the old gold thingy. Anyway, guys, well, that's it for this episode of Pete's Gold Adventures. Do look out for the upcoming episodes of the Trommel build, and we'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.